season, and he's at 80%, or excuse me, games, 80%, 4-1, King of the Hill, 75% at 9-3. So an incredible career, an incredible season, and I gotta tell you, man, the reaction that we've seen out of WEDGM, the amount of times that a Goblin Cage has come out first, it feels like they must hate that card more than anything else in the world.
SoloMan has always been such a talker, and I really do wish we could get some mics on them just to hear what the cadence is, what the volume is, what the tone is. But SoloMan has always been very verbal. And of course, across from him, Morten knows all the words but says very few of them.
That's a really good way to put it. Yeah, a man of very, very few words, and it's a pretty nice bar barrel there. Morten's going to have to overspend here with the Fisherman, not what he really wants to do. He will have a slight counter push with both of these cards, but should be very, very easy cleanup for SoloMan.
But the big thing there was the Baby Dragon hadn't got across the bridge yet, so it was able to go healthy enough to force out responses. So this will actually work out fairly nice for Morten overall as we pass the first minute and 15 seconds. Fairly even between these two.
Yeah, real even. Obviously, Morten untouched. SoloMan taking just a little bit under 200 damage on both towers. Look at those numbers from Morten. Just incredible.
Yeah, no, it's pretty wild. He's kind of good at this.
And just creating pressure where and when he can. Happy to get one less hit in from the bar barrel, playing it off to the right-hand side as opposed right down the lane, because if he played it down the lane, it would have went towards that Goblin Cage. Just small, good decisions being made by the German.
And again, it's looking like it could very well be Graveyard for WEDGM, as we've seen from them a bunch so far this week, this matchup. And again, looking at Morten and going, what do you have when that Graveyard comes out?
And so you can see right now Morten worrying about it. He's going to cycle that Hunter early on, and I guess that's probably the answer to your question, Rich, is Hunters plus Baby Dragons, but how well can those hold up as time goes on, and especially when you're going to start needing that Hunter a little bit higher up to deal with the Mega Knight.
Yeah, Morten wants to get damage before we get in the triple, and there you go. Mega Knight to the right-hand side, Hunter cycle to the left, Cage up high. And here's the Graveyard.
It's going to be tough to deal with here for Morten. I mean, you got a lot of damage coming in. You got a lot of units on the board. Baby Dragon, the only thing there to clean up. And somehow he's able to keep this tower on the board, at least for the time being. But that was a brutal hit from SoloMan.
I do not understand the game plan out of SK Gaming. And put it on WEDGM. I don't know if they're just luckily choosing these Graveyard decks or if they saw something in their research about SK Gaming. SK has been getting absolutely abused by Graveyards today.
And you talk about something that is so easy to mitigate and manage for a +1 trade with the poison. And SK Gaming is just really resistant to putting it in their decks. Now, I don't think it's going to be as big of a problem as it could be, but they need to stop doing it right now, because if they all of a sudden find themselves in the 5th and final set against WEDGM after that dominating first two, that is nothing but trouble for SK.
Bar Barrel working on the, and look at this, yeah, Bar Barrel Hunter, not gonna do a whole lot. You're gonna take a little bit of damage quite a lot of the time. Now, this is a pretty darn big counter push, and SoloMan has a lot of work to do against it, and this Fisherman's gonna help when the Mega Knight, or if the Mega Knight does come down.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
You saw there what SoloMan was trying to do. He was trying to get the Cage down to pull that Fisherman across the bridge so that then he could drop the Mega Knight. Problem was that Cage went down so quickly that all of a sudden you couldn't drop the Mega Knight into the Fisherman. So really, really interesting move there by SoloMan, that he was between a rock and a hard place, and we'll see if he's going to be there once again.
So here we go, Snowball in to make a little bit of room here. Arrows behind, Royal Giant gets evaporated, and now SoloMan running downhill with a Mega Knight plus.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a great fireball coming in. You see this Baby Dragon's going to need a response, or else it's going to get on top of the tower, and it does get on top of the tower. 2 belches in, that's going to do it. That Baby Dragon, trouble, but really Graveyard appears to be the kryptonite for